about it, whereas we have one model that works.
Yeah, but you literally don't, bro. You don't. Like, here, let me stillman this for you again, bro. Here comes Baller Austin. Okay. Well, the way that science works is over time we slowly begin to figure out more and more about where we live and how the world naturally works, okay? We don't really understand many things, okay? Most of these different models and phenomena, we model them individually and we're still trying to work on them. For example, we can't explain the geodynamo model. We can't explain the core of the Earth. In fact, we just discovered that it's supposedly spinning the other way, which would just be in relation to us on the surface. We can't even explain how that did happen, and we overlooked it in our data over the last 30, 40 years. Supposedly, the core is actually spinning slower than the Earth, which makes it look like it's going backwards from our perspective if we were able to see it, but we didn't know that. We were wrong this entire time. We also have tons of discrepancies in our seismic data, and our seismology models of the Earth don't work. Right? Whether that's come from reception or epicenter discrepancies, we can't explain it. We also cannot explain what's called dark matter, how the galaxy rotational speeds don't match the prediction of gravity, or how the galaxy cluster discovered in 1933 by Fritz Zwicky only had 1% of the mass predicted for the gravitational pull required to keep the galaxies inside the cluster from escaping. So then we invented something called dark matter. Since then we've discovered that supposedly would have to make up 85% at least of all matter in the universe. Also, we have something called accelerative expansion. We claim the universe accelerating, expanding in all directions because Edwin Hubble in 1927 discovered that actually it looks like we're in the center. So we came up with a theory that creates the illusion that we're in the center, even though we're actually tucked away in an insignificant corner, flying around the sun, flying through space in a gigantic, ever-expanding universe. It just looks like we're in the center. It's just an illusion, right? So then we had to figure out, well, okay, then if it's expanding and that's the cause of the redshift, let's measure it. Wait a minute. Space has to be going over 4 times faster than the speed of light. Now we're realizing that it's actually 8 times faster than the speed of light. So we have something called the cosmological constant problem. We have to come up with some type of energy that's causing space itself to actually travel and accelerate and expand 4 times to 8 times faster than the speed of light. But this energy isn't found anywhere. That's called dark energy. Dark energy and dark matter combined make up 96% of the universe. So in our current cosmology, we don't understand 96% of it, but there are tons of confusing different models that exist. There are over 200 different variations of modified Newtonian dynamics. There are relativistic modified Newtonian dynamics. There are electromagnetic nature of gravity theories. There are push gravity theories. There are etheric models that are being proposed. There is a plethora of models that we are trying to explain our current cosmology because it's starting to slowly fall apart. There's also something called the Hubble tension problem, where we look at the cosmic microwave background and we use the ladder method in astronomy to compare the supposed expansion rate, and they do not match. We also have something called the flatness problem, where there should be positive or negative curvature from the supposed singularity that was the Big Bang that expanded everywhere. Well, it's that the universe is completely flat, and the energy density would have to have been 0.07001, that close to zero energy density for it to be flat like that. We can't explain how that could possibly happen. So one person proposed the idea that there was an inflation theory that disappeared and can't be found. There was something called the inflaton that doesn't exist anymore that made that happen. There's also the horizon problem, where the particles for a homogeneous distribution of temperature and energy would have had to interact, but with the time limit of 13.5 billion years, the supposed age of the universe, which someone else is proposing is actually 26 billion years now. They're doubling the age of the universe to explain the early galaxy formation problem, that in 13.5 billion years, going the speed of light, which is supposedly c, it can only go a finite distance, which gives you a horizon in all directions around you, which means that these particles couldn't have interacted because they're way further apart from that. We have many problems and many theories and many different claimed models of the current spherical Earth that is supposedly tilted, wobbling, and spinning. We cannot figure it out. We don't know exactly what's happened. There's about 30 different models just to explain why sidereal rotation is slowing down over time, which are speeding up over time, which would insinuate that the Earth is speeding up, right? Because time is getting shorter, just like the scripture predicts. We can explain many things, including even just the magnetic field on the globe model. So if someone were to be ignorant on my side and misrepresent the globe by saying, oh, the reason people don't understand flat Earth is because there's so many ideas and it's so confusing, that would be hypocritical, because over here at the globe model, I just covered a fraction of the many different issues that we have that we still can't explain, with all the world's funding, all the governments, all the universities, with hundreds of years and endless funding in attempts to try to explain it.
Wow.
So just tap me in, coach. Call me in. I'll help you guys out.
Hello, hello, hello.